here today. As you know, today we're going to do a walk around Brickfields. And the title of the walk is called Meet Me at the 15 Mile, which, do you guys know why it's called? Who doesn't understand why we named it Meet Me at the 15 Mile? Okay. You don't know? Okay, so in Cantonese, we call like Brickfields like Sakmombing, which means 15 mile. And the story behind that, actually, you want to go? I think you can explain more detail.
You want to talk about the logistics and
Oh, right.
production of the collaboration?
Sorry, it's my first time. So yeah, my name is Xueh, and I'm behind the Instagram account Read Lao Wei, if you guys followed. And this is Dennis. He's my co-host for today, and he's behind Xueh Oral History Project. So the reason why we're here today is just because we both really like walking, and we met like a few years ago, and recently we reconnected, and we thought, hey, we both love Brickfields a lot, like because I grew up here, and he also spent like a lot of his formative years here.
In this board, it shows what's going on and what's about to happen, like a schedule of the couple of months time, what it's showing. And sometimes you will see this word called Arang Getram. Arang Getram means like a graduation, what do you call that, ceremony or graduation performance of students. Because this is the school. So if you see Arang Getram, it means rising up to the stage. As in they are okay to go on stage and they will have performances open to public, which anyone can go. And but then these are usually some of the everyday kind of like performances. Right. Mostly South Indian. Yeah.
So the graduation is usually extra grand.
It is like a usual performance. Yeah. Then obviously sometimes you have Northern Indian stuff as well. Where's the rest inside?
Got aircon.
There.
Here no parking one,
Parking for members.
Oh.
Lion.
Temple of Fine Arts. This is the front. Just now we went to the cafe downstairs. Anna Lakshmi. Can eat vegetarian food. Mahavihara. Oh, over there. This one is the whose mother's house, right? The
This one is Vivekananda.
Ananda Krishnan's
Krishnan.
mother's house.
No, the family home. We won't go like. But actually, the back of the house is nice. Back of the house.
It's like a kampong house.
This is Devaki Krishnan.
Who?
Devaki Krishnan.
Who's he?
Devaki Krishnan is the first woman to be elected into public office.
Oh, MIC?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. I gotta check. For those who know, was actually Ananda Krishnan's house. Or his former house.
Before the rich.
Yeah. No. Even at the time they were already rich.
I see.
I mean, to have a house in this road was already well to do like this. Yeah. So and but so most of the what you see has been kept lah. But obviously they have done some little bits of renovation or replacing the planks and things like that. But largely remain the same. And then next to the house, you see, wow, there's a big field. So that means they actually bought a field. No, actually there was a house here also. Then they bought the land, they demolished it. Now it became part of their compound. So during the funeral, quite like Ananda Krishna's funeral, I think it was held here. There were tents on the road and then also on the field, on the compound, in the garden. And I don't know if his body was placed here, but there was something here lah. Yeah.
Was this house like built by, commissioned by him, or it was the family bought it? Like it was
That one I don't know. I think the family bought the house and the land in the very early days. That is my understanding, but I have no information on that.
because it's a Malay student house, right?
It's a typical like rumah
Kampung
papan lah.
house.
Yeah,
Look to the
but it's a bungalow.
Look to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks similar to those on the road there.
I see.
Yeah, and behind you, many people do not know, is another figure, towering figure. Her name was Devaki Krishnan, and she's actually the first woman to be elected into public office. Yeah,
Oh, then the grandson is Ramanan, the R. Ramanan guy.
I think so.
Who's he?
And
R.
they,
Ramanan.
Who's that?
He was just newly elected as the vice president for India.
Oh, PKR.
He's a Sungai Buloh MP.
Oh, really?
so they actually named this house Brindavan. So Brindavan is the abode of Krishna. So I guess they are maybe Krishna devotees, possibly. And just across the road is a very nice compound area called the Buddhist Mahavihara. So as you know, because of the social makeup of Brickfields, this Buddhist Mahavihara was mainly founded by the Sinhalese Buddhist community. And you see, right, the community also actually runs or manages a plot of land that is a cemetery. That's actually off Lok Yew Road, Jalan Lok Yew. There's this plot, it states Sinhalese Buddhist Cemetery. So that is also managed by the association or the trustee or the board that manages this temple. And the temple's name, the association's name is Sasana Vibhuti something society. You'll see the foundation stone, which I will show you later on.
Mahavihara.
Until next Sunday, is it?
Game of Flowers Board.
Right. So it's a collection of essays actually. Yeah, I love the there's about 20 essays and I contributed about 4.
Oh, this is the recipe, right? Then they move the must be closed for rental.
The painting. That was from Burma, right? You say Elvis, ALWIS.
So this is Elvis sound duration.
Yeah. Original foundation stone that was placed here.
Oh yeah, 这个那个
When this place was built. and it was 1894. So it's much earlier than Bangunan Sultan Abdul Samad. Well, by 3 years lah. And that's the name of the society, Sasana B Wurdi Wadana. That's the society that manages the temple. As in
25th
the
August
Sinhalese community.
1894.
Yeah. And then I think 100 years later they placed it. So in 1994, right? Yeah.
30 years ago.
Oh, 30 years ago. Oh, as old as me. Yeah. And then before? Yeah. Same.
Who's the guy who are doing?
It's a society. Yeah. So the reason why they have this temple here is because of the Sinhalese community that was in the government. Yeah. And inside the Buddha statues that you see, they date back to 1938. Have anyone heard of the name P.H. Henry Jewelry?
Yeah.
So P.H. Henry was also a Sinhalese, belonged also to the Sinhalese community, and he was a very big jeweler
To the royalty.
to the royalty, and they were the ones who designed the Selangor crown. Yeah, and they basically bring jewelry from Sri Lanka and all that lah.
Are they still there?
They're still there. They are on Jalan Tun Perak.
But to me, Selangor, I thought Selangor Sultan went to follow. Or maybe they
The old crown,
is
the
that
crown that has like a peacock. Yeah.
But I know that Raja Permaisuri Selangor was always wearing it.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, this one.
See.
Does the Sultan still wear it?
I think not. Occasionally.
If he wears it, then I'm sure the
These that are here, they are actually an offspring of the actual Bodhi tree.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, but this one came from Sri Lanka lah. Then the original one came from the original tree lah.
Kapila Vastu.
Yeah,
What you mean?
Nepal.
The original tree?
Original Bodhi tree.
the Bodhi tree.
The original tree where what?
The seedling.
The seedling is from there.
The seedling, one of the trees came from Sri Lanka. I believe the place Anuradhapura, the tree.
Yeah.
And that tree from Anuradhapura came from,
Lumbini, I believe. Is it called Lumbini?
I think the
in
tree
Nepal.
the tree in Nepal. lah.
Where
Where Buddha gained
his
enlightenment. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's sort of, there's a link lah. And then, so if you want to take a look at the earliest statue that was worshipped in the temple, is in this hall. And this hall is called the International Hall because you see why it gathers different Buddhas from different places. And because this is a Sri Lankan Buddhist temple or like Sri Lankan architecture, a lot of the Sri Lankan architecture like this thing called the moonstone. It's supposed to symbolize like the realms of existence lah.
Is it called mandala?
No, this one called. Not so sure what it's called. But I know this piece thing is called
Moonstone. Because it's like a crescent moon.
But actually, I think you're probably right. Mandala is something about the cycle of life. Right? You look at the carving, it might be something.
Is it related?
I don't know. It might be.
What is that?
Is it related to the mandala?
Bodhi tree. Ooh, got mushroom growing. So shady.
In Nirvana, there wasn't actually a statue of Buddha. How the Buddha statue came to be was when the Greeks and the Buddhist world combined because of historical reasons. Because the Greeks have a tradition of creating sculptures and all that, right? So they are the ones who influenced Buddhism to create statues. So the earliest representations of Buddha was the tree, was the wheel, was his foot, was his palm, and things like that. So early form of Buddhism had no statues. Yeah. And that style, there's a particular style that dates back to that blending of those two cultures. Yeah, they call it the Gandhara sculptures.
Gandhara.
Yeah, which is like sort of Pakistan and that area lah.
Sort of a Greco-Bactrian.
Greco. Wow. I think Gandhara and Kandahar are the same thing.
Kandahar is isn't that a city in
Oh, that's where they found the Bamiyan Buddha and all that.
Probably, yeah, probably. There's probably a linguistic correlation.
Bamiyan is Afghanistan,
Yeah.
where the Spanish
Copper deposit.
tourists were killed 2 years ago or something like that
Oh, but that is
by the Taliban.
yeah.
It can be really different just with the plants. Oh, like mama. Like mama. It's simple as one. Like this is like amen.
Exiting the Mahavihara now. Buddhist Mahavihara.
But yeah, I envy like people like you and my sister because it's a unique course and it's pretty interesting.
So the address, number 123 Jalan Berhala.
So wait, you studied Chomsky as a linguist lah? Universal. Yeah, it's really funny that like my circle of friends know him more as a political scientist than a linguist. You're more expensive to like all the academic figureheads of the 20th century Western Eastern. Especially if they're leftists, I can imagine. Yeah. Oh, even Sari Ali. Wow. Wow. I bet he knows Edward Said as well. Edward Said is not that he's anti-colonial.
Hinduism. What he's known for was he did a lot of like Vedanta advocacy. That means educating the public about the spiritual side and the philosophical side of like Hinduism. What I understand is he focuses more on the knowledge and how can Hinduism be incorporated into everyday lives. Not so much like ritualistic and all that. Of course, rituals have their functions, but he focuses more on the knowledge, the philosophy side of things. And because of that, he is seen as a person who modernized Hinduism in a way that is more easily understandable to the public. So much that he actually went to promote Hinduism, talk about Hinduism in Chicago. There was this like world conference kind of thing, where he was allowed a space to talk about it. So that is one of the early points in time where Hinduism was brought to the West. Yeah. And I'm not sure if he visited KL, but his teachings and what he preached touched the hearts of the community here. Mainly the people from Sri Lanka lah, because this area, majority of them. So they came together and they started this place called the Vivekananda Ashram in his honor. So what they do here, of course they do like meditation, they do Hinduism classes, philosophy class, and things like that. And people could just come here and sit down and just do their thing. Yeah. was very communal kind of a space. And at the back of this hall is what is called the Sabah. The Sabah is a place where they promote cultural arts, much like the Temple of Fine Arts. Yeah, and so these are some old photographs of what they used to do. They have like plays of relating to like Hindu culture, and also music, like classical Indian music.
Oh, I mean, good, I think.
So yeah, but however, this building is now a listed National Heritage Site. It has a plaque because there were at least 2 vigils held to protest against the redevelopment of this building, and I was here for both of it.
What year was it?
I can't remember what year lah, but before about 2014, something like that.
Oh, wasn't it in the news just recently?
It was
Very recent, like this week or last week?
yeah, it was given a mention. So the problem is because the school at the back is also called Vivekananda School, and it is actually tied together. So the trustees of this ashram is kind of tied to also the school's management. So they're supposed to oversee operations of these 2 institutions. But over the years, the trustees have changed in nature, to put in simple terms. Then they proposed the redevelopment of the space behind the ashram. So meaning to say they want to build something behind it, like apartment or commercial, and with a structure that goes over the ashram, like a niche kind of thing. I mean, at least one of the proposals lah. Every 10 years they propose something, but it never happens. But I guess as time goes by, the waters have kind of become ripened lah, or the fruits have ripened. So they are a little bit more gung-ho in proposing the idea of redeveloping. But the point is, this is a public space. How can you make it commercial and sell it, and sell part of or rather redevelop the area and for monetary gains?
Malaysia boleh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so the thing is, so people, yeah. So how they justify? They say that we build and we take the money to put back into the school, but because you built something that is over the national heritage. At that time, it wasn't national heritage yet, but it was still compromise the structure and compromise the whole fabric. So
Because I thought, right?
yeah. Now at the story at that time lah. Yeah. So then they say we have donors donating to the school, so there's no need for you to redevelop land here. So then it becomes invalid reason lah. So then members of the public becoming aware about the issue that's ongoing here, so they started a protest against the trustees, because early on the trustees were trustable. Over time it became untrustable. Yeah. So this is not my word. I quote from somebody.
So where is the school?
The school is at the back, the one we walked by. Behind there's a street. There's a street here. After that,
Yeah. See a more modern building behind.
yeah.
The one Sprout or Sing School?
Vivekananda SK. Yeah.
So they're trying to encroach on that school, the land of.
No, the school will remain the school, but this building at the back area where the taekwondo takes place,
Okay.
they want to redevelop that into commercial, like apartments and all that. The school is the front, yes, but
For future operations,
people are channeling money already. I believe it's enough.
Swami Vivekananda was a Hindu sage who advocated Vedanta, one of the 6 branches of Indian philosophy.
So
In June 1893, he passed through Penang and Singapore en route to attend the first ever Parliament of Religions, which was held in Chicago. He made 5 speeches
destroyed their own building.
at the conference espousing interfaith understanding, for which he received many accolades. Inspired by his teachings, 14 Hindus came together in 1904, which is 2 years after he passed away, to establish the Vivekananda Ashram. which started as a reading room focused on Vedanta. It also accommodated an Academy of Fine Arts in a separate building at the back that taught Indian dance and music, as well as produced plays and performances in Tamil. Today, the ashram focuses on education. Although this building is Victorian in design, North Indian influences are present in the arches over the windows and in the decorative domes. A high ceiling hall dominates the interior, which also has a small upper floor that houses a shrine. The bronze statue of Vivekananda in his signature flowing robes was consecrated in front of the ashram on 11 September 1983, exactly 100 days to the date. Swami Vivekananda gave his inaugural address at the Parliament of Religions. The statue was unveiled a week later on 18 September. Look out for the logo above the main entrance. This logo of Ramakrishna Mission was designed by Vivekananda. Each element in it, the swan, the wavy waters, lotus, rising sun and serpent, is a symbol representing the various Vedanta teachings. So here we have the students of Academy of Fine Arts in front of the Sangeeta Abhiviritri Sabha. This wooden building has been replaced with one in brick. So this is a photograph after a drama production at the ashram. You want to say something to conclude?
Yay! Thank you for coming. Love you.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you. You're the best. And thank you, Xueh, for organizing. Commissioner of Oaths. This is the front. Vivekananda. Such a lovely building. Nice garden. No wonder they want to take this land with all the tall buildings here. Must be worth millions.